no streets for you. So leave me waiting on you. What's in no streets for you? So leave me waiting on you. What's in no streets for you? So leave me waiting on you. What's in no streets for you? So leave me waiting on you.
We be off in that, we be ballin' that, we be whipping that, we be mobbing that, we be trapping like hustlin' to life, gotta get it like I'ma die tonight.
What's in no streets for you? So leave me waiting on you. What's in no streets for you? So leave me waiting on you.
What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this covering battle rap news and current events as it unfolds. DNA Tooth came across some footage of Dani Lux, a female battle rap blogger who apparently was live or doing the show. In the process of being live and doing the show, she was A-verbing, ARPing, loaded up, snorting cocaine. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. Life, you just never know. Life, it is what it is. We do know drugs is a condition, a mental condition, a physical condition, a spiritual condition, and it's not really good. It's not good to see this to nobody, not men or women. And I contributed to a lot of people's habits by being an ex-drug dealer. And I know what comes with this lifestyle, and it's not good at all, especially when children are involved. And I don't know if it's true, but for what I'm hearing, that children be there. Again, it's a condition. It's a sickness. It's a disease. It's an illness. And it plays a lot in a person's behavior and what they do. Drugs is bad, period. And this is what I be trying to tell people. Don't let these people deceive y'all. Don't let these people trick y'all. Cocaine ain't no different than marijuana, heroin, meth. Drugs is drugs. I know they try to make marijuana seem like it's social, but it's a drug that affects your physical health and your mental health and your spiritual health, just like cocaine and heroin. Because we tend to see this and be like, oh, that's cocaine, but I smoke weed or I do something less. Look, drugs is drugs, period. And these things have the same effects when dealing with your mental, physical, and spiritual. And the paranoid that come with this. When you paranoid off this stuff. The effect it have over your mind, your actions. Many people who get their bodies up for this stuff. Many people who abuse their children behind this stuff. Many people have lost their homes and families and behind these things. And when you seeing this stuff, man, it's sad. It's sad. That's why you have to be mindful of the people you speak on. You have to be mindful of the things you put out there without knowing what will come back to you. Because this is a very outspoken, vocal woman who, for the most part, when she do shows and things like that, address things, empty out people dirty laundry, spew a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? At one point, her and I had a rapport together. I showed the woman love on many of occasions. Came to her platform to bless her platform, bought her the minds. I have no ill feel against this woman at all in no type of way, even though she did take it upon herself at times to speak against me You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that type of person. But I cover this and use it as an educational training tool in order to enlighten others. Because at the end of the day, this still our sister. At the end of the day, it's obvious what she's doing. There's a problem going on. I know women who got addicted to drugs as a result of being involved with men. A lot of men got women on drugs as a result. See, let me just give y'all, like I said, I use these situations to give y'all a game and put some real stuff out here. I know women that's actually involved in drugs and doing drugs as a result of the men that they was involved in. One particular family member of mine, I'm just going to say this. One particular family member of mine, I came in on a room with her and her boyfriend, and he had a plate of cocaine given it to her. She was just like this, in this same position. That's what this reminded me of when I saw that. She was in the same position. And I was just shocked by it because he was giving it to her, and I knew that she didn't do it. She didn't do it. She wasn't doing it. He introduced her to it. And when I saw it, she looked at me and he looked at me like they was shocked and surprised that I caught him. And I was younger at this time. I saw him. And then she laughed out at me like, get out of here. And I went back and I told my brothers, I said, hey, I just caught them doing drugs. And they were surprised, like, for real? I'm like, yeah, he had her doing it. I know guys who got women involved in drugs because they had a check coming. So they wanted them to get addicted to it so that they could actually be financing their drug habits through their checks that they were getting every month for the kids. I remember those days. I remember those times. And they still do it right now. A lot of guys on drugs got women or messing around with women, and they get them involved in drugs because they got an income coming in and hope that they do it so that now they got another source of income to help finance their addiction. And I want to encourage you, Dani, get off them drugs. Stop destroying your body. Stop destroying your mind. Fight back. Don't let something so little like that have control over your life. Don't allow yourself to be dependent. Don't believe into it. Don't buy into the lie that the enemy put in your mind. Don't allow your body to become dependent on that, believing that you need it to live and survive, like so many people have. Fight back. Reach into yourself. Fight back. Turn to God. Trust in the Lord Jesus Christ. Overcome the things that the enemy is trying to use to destroy you. Because I can imagine what come with what you're doing. See, we see her tooting the dope, but you don't see the line of pain and abuse and the loss, the shame, the embarrassment that led into the using. Because for the most part, nobody just wakes up and smoke crack. Nobody just wakes up and snort dope. There is a history that lines up with being desensitized that make you give in because you chose to just not give a care, only for this to lead you down a more darker path. This don't fix no problem in your life. Neither do it numbs the situation. It makes it harder because now you have picked up a habit that you once didn't have, that now takes out of your refrigerator, that now takes from your children, that now takes from your body, that now takes from your future. Fight back. Fight the good fight of faith. Don't continue to give up on yourself. If you're not going to fight for yourself, fight for your children. Give them a fighting chance. Don't put them in a position where life could just tear them up and beat them up as a result of you giving up on yourself. It's easy for people to say they love you. But when your love don't line up with the actions, it's not really love. It's easy to die for somebody, but are you willing to live? Are you willing to live for that somebody? Do not buy into the lie. Do not allow the enemy to have you so cheap. Remember who you once were before the drugs, before the heartache, before the pain, before the lie, before the abuse. Remember who you was. Understand the purpose by which God made and created you. Because you've grown now. Nobody can hurt you no more. And nobody can hurt you worse than you hurt yourself. You have to allow a person to come into your inner circle to betray you, to deceive you, to violate you. You are in control because you've grown. You may have couldn't defend yourself when you was a child, when you was a teenager, but you've grown now and you have help and you have support. Don't give up on yourself. Fight back. Don't die a cheap copy. Fight back. Take back your life. Ain't too late. You are a beautiful woman. I know you got a heavy heart, but use it to make you stronger. Use it to make you better. It's obvious you a survivor. Don't die in that lifestyle and bust hell wide open being a cheap copy of a nobody. When you have so much importance, so much more to give, when your life have a purpose. Your life have a purpose. Fight back, please. I'm going to keep you in prayer. And I hope that whatever children's in their house be protected, be guarded, be strong, and not broken. If you need any help, you need any advice, you have my number.
What's in those streets for you? So leave me waiting on you. What's in those streets for you?